Good morning everyone, especially you ma'am. Good morning. I'm Riza May Saludaga. I'm the first reporter in Group 2. And my topic is all about labor relations and collective bargaining. So, ang meaning sa labor relations and collective bargaining are the crucial aspect of the relationship between employers and employee, particularly in the context of organized labor. So, kaya ginsugad ang labor relation and collective bargaining crucial because they provide the platforms for employees and employers to negotiate and agree on the terms of condition of employment. This helps to establish a fair and equitable work environment where workers are treated with dignity and respect and their rights are protected. So for my next topic is all about labor relations. So, ang meaning sa labor relation is also known as the industrial relationship. Refers to the interaction and relationship between employees and employers within the workplace. This interaction encompasses a wide range of issues, including wage, working condition, terms of employment, and the resolution of dispute. Effective labor relationships are crucial for maintaining a harmonious and productive work environment. So, an explanation ko lang sa labor relationship refers to the relationship between employers and employees in the workplace. With the focus of the right and interests of workers, it encompasses a wide range of issues including wage, benefits, working condition, and job security. So, pwede lang maging effective ang labor relations. Like, magiging kanlada a number of benefits including improvements of workers' condition, increased job security, enhanced employees' voice, reduced conflict, and improved productivity. So, maula po yun. Thank you. And for the next topic is all about the key components of labor relations. And we'll discuss by Jamaila Villaseran. Bye!
As what the first reporter tackled about labor relations, here are the 8 components under labor relations. First is collective bargaining. Collective bargaining, which involves negotiation between employers and labor unions or representing employees, to determine terms and conditions of employment, such as wages, working hours, and benefits. Collective bargaining is a process in which representatives of group of employees, often a labor union, negotiate with representatives of employer to reach agreements on various terms and conditions of employment. The goal of collective bargaining is to establish mutually acceptable terms for issues such as wages, working hours, benefits, and working conditions. The second is labor unions. These are organizations formed by workers to collectively bargain with employers on behalf of their members. Unions advocate for better working conditions, fair wages, and other benefits for their members. A labor union, also known as trade union, is an organized association of workers who come together to advance their common interests and goals related to employment. The primary purpose of labor relations is to represent workers in negotiations with employers to improve working conditions, wages, and other terms of employment. The third one is labor laws and regulation. Government often enacts laws and regulation to govern the relationship between employers and employees. These laws cover areas such as minimum wage, working hours, occupational health and safety, and the right to organize. Labor laws and regulation refers to the legal framework that governs the relationship between employers and employees in the workplace. These laws are designed to ensure the fair and equitable treatment for workers, protect their rights, and establish guidelines for employers to create a safe and productive work environment. The fourth one is employment contracts. The terms of employment contracts are typically outlined in employment contracts, which specify the rights and responsibilities of both employers and employees. These contracts may be subject to negotiation. It serves as a crucial document that defines the rights and responsibilities of both parties, helping to establish clarity and prevent misunderstanding. The fifth one is dispute resolution. Conflict may arise in the workplace, and effective labor relations includes mechanisms for resolving disputes. This may involve grievance procedures, mediation, arbitration, or in extreme cases, strikes or lockouts. Dispute resolution refers to the process of resolving conflicts or disagreements between parties in a manner that is fair, efficient, and often outside the formal court system. This process can take various forms, and the choice of the method depends on the nature of the disputes. The reference of the parties involves and sometimes legal or contractual requirements. The sixth one is employee rights. Labor relations also involve ensuring that employees have certain rights and protection in the workplace, such as the right to join a union, protection from unfair labor practices, and the right to a safe and healthy work environment. Employer rights refer to the legal and ethical entitlements that employees have in the workplace. These rights are designed to protect workers from unfair treatment, ensure their well-being, and guarantee certain fundamental conditions of employment. The seventh one is employee engagement. Fostering positive labor relations also involves efforts to engage employees, promote job satisfactions, and create a positive organizational culture. This can contribute to increase productivity and employee loyalty. Employee engagement refers to how committed and emotionally invested employees are in their work and their organization. It's about the level of enthusiasm, the connection employees feel towards their jobs and the company they work for. The last one is human resource management. HR plays a crucial role in labor relations by managing recruitment, training, performance evaluations, and other aspects of the employer employee relationship. Human resource management is the organized approach a company takes to manage its most valuable assets, which is its people. It involves the planning, recruitment, training, development, and administration of the individual who make an organization.
Collective bargaining is a process used by employees to negotiate with their employers through a representative, often a labor union, to establish terms and conditions of employment. This negotiation process aims to reach agreements on such as wages, working hours, benefits, and working conditions. And here are the elements involved in collective bargaining. First one is parties involved are employers, the management or representative of the company or organization. Employees, represented by the chosen representatives of the labor unions. The second one is negotiation term. Each side typically forms a negotiation team. Employers may include human resource professionals, executives, or legal representatives. The employee side is often represented by union leaders or elected employee representatives. The third one is preparation. Both sides engage in through preparation before negotiations. This may involve researching industry standards, analyzing financial data, and identifying the key issues for negotiation. The fourth one, proposal and counter proposal. The process begins with each side presenting its initial proposals, employees, and proposed terms, selected to the wages, benefits, and working conditions. And finally, the last one, bargaining and compromises. Negotiations involve a series of meetings where each side discusses the bargain's order. The proposed terms compromises may be made by both parties to reach a mutually acceptable agreement.
Mediation is a process in which a neutral and impartial third party, known as a mediator, facilitates communication and negotiation between two or more parties who are involved in a dispute or conflict. The main objective of mediation is to help the parties reach a mutually acceptable resolution or agreement. Tentative agreement. It refers to a preliminary or temporary agreement that has been reached between parties involved in a negotiation or dispute. It is a potential resolution or settlement that is subject to final approval and ratification by all parties involved. Ratification. Ratification is the formal approval or acceptance of a decision, action, or agreement. It often involves the endorsement of a document, law, or treaty by individuals or governing bodies, making it officially valid and binding. In the context of government, ratification can occur through legislative processes or popular vote to confirm a proposed law or constitutional amendment. Implementation. When we say implementation, it refers to the process of putting a plan, decision, or system into action. It involves executing and applying the intended actions outlined in a strategy, policy, or project. Implementation can range from carrying out specific tasks and procedures to deploying new technologies or policies within an organization or a broader context. Successful implementation requires coordination, resource allocation, and often monitoring and adjustments to ensure the intended objectives are achieved. Enforcement and compliance. Enforcement involves the act of ensuring that laws, rules, and regulations are followed and that violations are addressed. It often includes the use of authority or legal measures to make individuals or entities adhere to the prescribed standards. Compliance, on the other hand, refers to the act of conforming to rules, policies, or laws. In essence of enforcement is the process of making sure that compliance is achieved. It may involve penalties for non-compliance or other measures to ensure adherence to established guidelines. Both enforcement and compliance are crucial in maintaining order and accountability within various systems, whether legal or regulatory or organizational.
Good morning, everyone. Now, let's move on to my topic. Ethics, justice, and fair treatment. Ethics, justice, and fair treatment are critical principles in human resource management, ensuring ethical behavior, promoting justice, and providing fair treatment contribute to a positive work environment, employee satisfaction, and overall organizational success. Ethics is the principle of conduct governing individuals or groups. Ethics is the standard you use to decide what conduct should be. And ethics is the ethical behavior depends on a person's frame reference. In addition, ethics refers to a founded stance of right and wrong that prescribes that humans have to do, usually in terms of right obligations, benefit to society, fairness, or specific virtues. Organizational justice and human resource management consider justice in organization within a new framework. Fairness theory, which integrates previous work in this area by focusing accountability for events with negative impact on material and psychological well-being. The last is fair treatment. Fair treatment in the workplace refers to the equality and fairness as it relates to financial compensation, benefits, disability, accommodation, vacation, time, and paid leave. It is important to us employees to understand what is considered fair treatment to determine if you are being treated unfairly. Because if we are treated fair.
Good day, my name is Ginalyn Pulocarencia and I will tackle about ethics is HR management. Ethics is HR management. It includes creating a safe and healthy work environment, supporting employee wellness and work-life balance, and providing fair compensation and benefits. We have confidentiality. HR professionals often deal with sensitive employee information. Maintaining confidentiality is crucial to building trust with employees and ensuring compliance with privacy laws. Ang mga HR professional ay madalas na magdidil sa mga sensitive na impormasyon ng mga empleyado ng isang kumpanya. Ang pagpapanatili ng confidential na impormasyon ay mahalaga sa pagbuo ng tiwala sa kanilang empleyado. Next, we have integrity. HR practitioners deals with employees, management, and other stakeholders. This includes providing accurate information, avoiding conflicts of interest, and upholding ethical standards. Explanation: integrity means sticking by your morals, being honest, and making the right ethical decisions. Discover how you can keep the essential trait intact. Next, we have justice in HR management. Organizational justice and human resource management considers justice in organization within a new framework and fairness theory, which integrates previous work in this area by focusing on accountability for events with negative impact on material and psychological well-being. Procedural justice. HR policies and procedures should be fair, transparent, and consistently applied. Employees should be perceived that decision-making processes are just regardless of the outcome. So meaning, procedural justice is based on your central principles, treating people with dignity and respect, giving citizens a voice, jury, counters being neutral in decision-making, and conveying trustworthy motives. Next, we have distributive justice. Fair distribution of rewards, promotions, and opportunities is essential. Employees should believe that rewards are allocated based on merit, skills, and contribution. So, meaning to say, distributive justice concerns that socially just allocation of resources, goods, opportunity in a social society. It is concerned with how to allocate resources fairly among members of a society, taking into account factors such as wealth, income, and social status. Lastly, we have interactional justice. Employee should treated with respect and dignity in all interactions. Clear communication and explanations of decision contribute to a sense of fairness. So meaning to say, interactional justice means ensuring accountability for some of the most serious crimes: genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, torture, and enforced disappearance. There are many reasons why victims of these crimes are denied justice.
Fair treatment in HR management. Ensuring fair treatment in HR management involves consistent application of policies and biased decision making, promoting diversity, and providing equal opportunities for employees. Equal employment opportunity refers to the principle of treating all individuals fairly and without discrimination in the workplace. This includes hiring, promotion, training, and other employment practices. Diversity inclusion focus on creating environment that embrace and value differences among individuals, including but not limited to race, ethnicity, gender, age, sexual orientation, and abilities. Diversity is about recognizing and appreciating these differences, while inclusion involves creating a culture where everyone feels respected, heard, and has equal access to opportunities. Employment development involves initiatives and processes aimed to enhancing the skills, knowledge, and capabilities of individuals within an organization. These can include training programs, workshops, mentorship, and educational opportunities. Employee development not only benefits the individual by improving their professional and personal growth, but also attributes to the overall success of the organization. Ethical decision making involves evaluating and choosing actions that align with ethical principles and values. It requires considering the potential impact of decision on various stakeholders and adhering to moral standards. Key factors in ethical decision making include honesty, integrity, fairness, and accountability.
So my topic is social responsibility. Social responsibility, HR plays a role in promoting the organization social responsibility. This includes considering the impact of HR practices on the broader community, environment, and society. For example, individual can fulfill their social responsibility through charity work, donating time, money, and resources, volunteer work, supporting key issues, political, environmental, social. So, social responsibility refers to the ethical framework and obligation that an individual or an organization has in the larger context of society. It encompasses the idea that the decision and action taken by individual and organization have an impact not only on their own interests but also on the broader social and environmental interests as well. There are several ways to discuss social responsibility, but one of the crucial aspects is recognizing how one's action can contribute to society well-being or harm it. This requires individual and organization to consider factors beyond their profit margins or personal gains and weigh the social, environmental, and ethical implication of their action. Another important aspect of social responsibility is recognizing the impact one's action can have on different stakeholders, including customer, employees, shareholders, and environment. It involves taking into account the interests of these stakeholders and balancing them for the greater good. So, overall, social responsibility is a multifaceted concept that involves an ongoing commitment to ethical behavior. And my next topic is whistleblower. Establishing mechanism to protect employees report unethical behavior ensures that the individual feels safe coming forward with concerns. Whistleblower protection contribute to the overall ethical culture of the organization. So, is someone who exposes or reports wrongdoing, corruption, or their unethical practices that they observe within a company or organization. That's why whistleblowers are usually motivated by a desire to promote accountability and transparency, prevent harm, and protect the public interest. So, whistleblowing may involve making an internal report within an organization, filing a compliant with a regulatory authority, or going public with the information. Whistleblower may face retaliation or persecution, including termination, blacklisting, harassment, or legal action. However, there are laws in place in some countries that protect whistleblower from retaliation. So, whistleblower can play a significant role in uncovering fraud, waste, and abuse, and in exposing corporate wrongdoing. They can also help prevent harm to the environment, public health, and safety by providing important information to authorities and the public. Whistleblower can help hold companies and governments accountable for their action and prevent future instances of misconduct. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, I am the last reporter of Group 2, and my topic is all about challenging benefits. Let's start with challenging. Challenging kuhan. May siya balancing conflict interest, meaning an HR professional often face the challenge of balancing the interests of the organization with those of the employees. Ethical decision should consider both perspectives. And number two is addressing bias. Unconscious bias can impact HR decisions. Implementing training programs and utilizing objective criteria in decision making can help mitigate bias. Next is benefits. Malaysia Dua, employee moral or ethics, justice, and fair treatments boost employee moral and satisfactions, leading to increased productivity and commitment. Number two is organizational reputation or organization that prioritize ethics and fairness in HR. Management build a positive reputation, attractive top talent, and fostering a loyal customer base. That's it.